across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 22 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Jeremy Chin there defensively. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On 1st down, it's Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 33.
2nd and 11. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 31.
That goes for a gain of 31.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll run with McKissick. And a solid run down inside the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 29 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Thomas Davis on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up
third down. Here's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down or more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
from the red zone now. Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He'll drop to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First down, Washington.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On 1st down. It's Gibson, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Gibson, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Antonio Gibson.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll drop the throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Washington 1st down.
They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Samuel on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. This is McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Bridgewater now from the 50. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Room to run inside the 40. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was brought down by...
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
Dustin Hopkins.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
They go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Washington 20. Joey Slye to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Heineke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Washington on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, but now he's got daylight. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington.
The ball carrier.
Peyton Barber, 52 yards. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
McCaffrey on the carry.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Bridgewater. Oh, no, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.